Well, sparring, I really did my first week. I just got to get used to a lefty because I haven't fought a lefty since like my fourth fight. I haven't fought a lefty, and just getting used to a lefty is pretty crazy, But I get used to it after a while. Maybe the second week I'll be more ready and prepared, and I think it'll come easy. What you were saying, man? I was just messing with you.
That's all right.
I wasn't.
Working with Reza and everything, I know he worked with Pacquiao before. Has he given you any tips on what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the juice. That's what everybody wants to know. That I bet that's everybody's question. Is Brandon gonna be on the juice? Hey, I'm gonna let it out there. Fuck yeah, I'm on the juice. Even though I gave Vera testing, I'm still on the juice. But now working with Reza has been great. Reza knows his condition very well. I have Memo too, Heredia. He was a great. He knows more about weight. Reza knows more about explosiveness and quickness and in and out of pocket. And he does have great diet plan, and he does knows his work. He put his heart and soul into it when he's working with a fighter, and it's great. So we could leave him on the sidelines. We had to pick him up. Next. Oh, good job, buddy.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Timothy. On behalf of Banner Promotions, a great boxing company, I want to introduce to you the fighter who gave it his all, explosive punching, brave performance, and probably deserved something he'll talk about at the microphone. Let's welcome Brian Vera and his great trainer, Ronnie Shields. Brian?
How's everybody doing? I don't have much to say other than I think I know what happened in the fight. I feel like I won. I mean, I think I outboxed him. I think I worked him out inside and out. He caught me with a few shots because I was being so aggressive. Because I felt like I had to be to win the fight here, where he's somewhere from. He trains in LA and stuff, so I felt like it was more his hometown than mine. And I felt like I did enough to win, man. It's just disappointing right now, but just hopefully we do it again.
Brian, regardless of how you felt about the fight, two questions. Number one, did you have a feeling the scorecards were tilted against you regardless? And number two, in spite of that, do you still feel like the winner, at least psychologically?
I mean, yeah, I feel like the winner just because I know what happened, and I believe Ronnie, one of the best trainers out there, he told me what he felt like happened. When I heard the score, 98-92, I felt like I was gonna be robbed, man. I just had a feeling. It made me sick to my stomach before it even said what was gonna happen when I heard that. But Ronnie's honest, man. So if he thinks that I won, when I fought Sergio Mora, he felt like it was closer than what it was. He felt like it was a tight fight. So I listened to him. If he says that I won, then I feel like I won.
Are you going to try to get a rematch with him? I don't know if they asked him or not out there, but is that something you're going to try to focus on and try to get back in the ring?
I mean, I'd love to fight him again. If my team wants to do it, and I just don't think he's going to want to do it again.
He was 173, weight was big issue. Did you feel like he was a heavier fighter in there? Did you feel okay? Because you actually didn't like that much trouble with his weight at all.
No, to me, I felt like I was the bigger man and stronger because who was going back? You know what I mean? Who was moving? I felt like I was putting the pressure on him. Nobody in here thought that I was going to be pushing him back. But I'm a warrior, like they call me, and I put his ass back the whole fight. And you saw what you saw, so I don't really got much to say about him.
Did his punches affect you? Because it seemed like you were taking his best shots and coming forward with shots of your own. Did he ever hurt you at any point?
There was only a couple of times because I was coming in so fast. It was my way against his way. I was being too aggressive at times, and he caught me a couple of shots, but nothing. I mean, you saw what happened. He caught me with a decent shot. I came back with 2 or 3, so it was only because I was coming in so hard, man. But nothing really fazed me.
Brian, his complaining to the referee, do you think he was looking for a way out?
You talking about Chavez?
Yes.
I mean, at times it looked like I was being nasty. I can be nasty, just like he did. He with his big ass head. You know what I mean? He puts that big ass head in there, so I got a big head too, and I can fight the same way if I have to. So to me, I was just doing what he likes to do. So I mean, I didn't think I was being that dirty. I felt like I was just being aggressive.
Ronnie, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that, like everybody else thoughts. I mean, I think if you take a poll in here, I think everybody would say Brian Vera won the fight. I mean, Brian worked for 17 weeks, and he did everything we asked him to do. And then when he got here, the weight kept changing. And the weight changed like about 3 times. The fight changed like about 4 times. You know, from Mexico to San Antonio to LA at the Staples Center to here to Starbucks. I mean, you know, what more can this kid do? I mean, he could have said, you know what, I'm not fighting. You know, the guy's too big. And Chavez was big. But this is why we asked to go down to 10 rounds. You know, this is why this wasn't a 12-round fight. We had to have some concession. And, you know, look, but you saw the fight. You know, I mean, Brian Vera won this fight. And I told him he's not a loser. You know, everybody, even Chavez's own fans start booing him when they announce a decision. When he start walking out, they start booing him. I mean, so everybody knows.
There were so many storylines from the entire preparation and lead up to the fight. I mean, what, as a team, what are you guys taking away from this entire ordeal?
A loss. That's what we're taking away, a loss. I mean, this kid did nothing but the right things. Chavez had a scratch on his eye. He postponed the fight. Brian kept training. You know, he wanted this fight. You know, and obviously Chavez, you know, he thought he was just going to blow right through Brian. You know, Brian Vera has improved, to me, 110%. From before, you know, we started working together until now, you know, Brian is a different fighter. And everybody saw that tonight. He beat a bigger guy. You know, and look, Chavez has a lot of fights also. He's a skilled fighter. You know, he's a really good fighter. I mean, you know, and somebody asked me, do I think because of his father he won the fight? No, I think he has his own identity now. And he deserves his own identity. But he did not win this fight tonight.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you, Ronnie. At this time, I'm going to turn over to our top-ranked partner, Zephyr Promotions, and the president is Fernando Beltran.
Good afternoon. I would like right now to introduce Julio Cesar Chavez Carrasco. He hurt his hand in the 4th round, but of course everybody noticed that he hurt Brian Vera a couple of times. He couldn't finish him because of the hand problem, but it was a good night of boxing. A lot of fans saw such a good fight, and honestly, it was much better than a show not long ago. You know, here you saw punches, and it was for me and for a lot of people, it was sensational. It was a great night of boxing for the fans, and honestly, we are very grateful with all the press, with all the support of all of you. Thank you very much, and here's Julio Cesar Chavez.
Hola, buenas noches a todos. Pues cualquier pregunta que tengan.
Hi, good afternoon. Good night to everybody. Any questions that you have?
Bueno, en el 4º round cuando lo lastimé, sentí que me tronó un poquito la mano. Ahorita me dijo el doctor que parece que tengo una fractura. Y bueno, no pude terminarlo, creo que lo lastimé 3 veces en la pelea. En el 10º round no se dieron cuenta, pero él ya no quería pelear. Lo lastimé bastante en el 10º round. Pero es un peleador, mi respeto para Vera, es un peleador muy aguerrido que trató de ganar, tiró muchos golpes que no fueron efectivos. Pero definitivamente creo que gané la mayoría de los rounds y conecté los mejores golpes.
Yes, the question was, what about your hand? And he says that the doctor checked my hand and probably it's broken. And all my respects to Brian Vera. He tried hard and he's a good fighter. And but I think I connect the best punches, and I was winning the rounds and connecting the best punches in the fight. That's why I think I was here with.
Sí, bueno, ver un peleador frontal, yo creo que lo hice fallar más golpes que a muchos de los peleadores con los que he peleado. Me falló bastantes golpes Sí tiró más que yo, pero conecté definitivamente los mejores golpes. Nunca me conectó un golpe, alguno que otro golpe sólido, 2 o 3 golpes. Pero definitivamente yo conecté los mejores golpes.
The question is that
Hemos hecho esos cambios con mi nuevo equipo.
why did you drop your hands? It's part of the new thing. And Julio, the answer is he was a front fighter. He was in front of you. That's why I put the hands down. And I make him miss a lot of punches. More than most of the fighters that I've been fighting, he missed a lot of punches. He threw more punches, but I think I connect the best punches, and that's why I think I win clearly.
We didn't really get to hear his thoughts on the fight, and more specifically, did he feel that the scorecards, did he agree with how big it was, or did he feel it was competitive and he agreed with 96, 94?
I think he win maybe 6 or 7 rounds of the fight. 3 rounds, I'm winning 6 or 7 rounds. Brian Vera is and maybe 3 rounds more activity than me, but I think never win one round clearly. I connect the best punches every time. I siempre estuve en el control de la pelea y siempre tuve el control yo de la pelea.
I was always in control in the fight. I always had the control of the fight.
En el 10º round lo lastimé con un gancho al hígado y le estuve a punto de noquear.
In the 10th round, I hurt him with a
liver
punch, and he was ready to go. Almost knocked him out.
Definitivamente creo que no lo noqueé porque me fracturé la mano derecha en el 4º round.
I really believe that I didn't knock him out because I broke my hand in the 4th round.
So talk to me about that. When you hurt your hand, how did the strategy change for you, and mentally, what happened with you?
Bueno, empecé a tirar menos golpes, menos mi derecha, que es con la mano que lo puse mal 2 veces. Y yo creo que pues no podía tirarla con confianza. En el 10º round cuando lo lastimé, pues tenía que pegar nomás con mi izquierda, no podía pegarle mi derecha.
Of course, what happened is I threw much less punches than what I'm used to throw, and because I was hurting my right hand, and when I hurt him with the left hook, I couldn't finish him because I couldn't throw my right hand.
Esa faceta de boxear sobre piernas ahora Julio en los rounds, es lo nuevo que estás aprendiendo.
Sí, bueno, hemos trabajado mucho más en moverme lado a lado. Creo que eso desconcertó definitivamente a Brian Vera. Sabíamos que Vera me esperaba frontal y eso pues lo desconcentró. Yo creo que es una nueva faceta, estamos trabajando, no creo que me he establecido muy bien todavía en ese boxeo. Vamos a seguir trabajando para mejorarlo.
The question was, what about your new boxing style? Moving the legs a lot, and the answer is yes. It's a new part. I haven't it's not perfect yet. I'm gonna keep working on it, and I think Vera was confused when he saw me moving side to side with my legs.
Can you ask him, does he feel like this fight warrants a rematch? There are a lot of people that think he may not have won the fight. Does it bother him, and would he give him a rematch?
I'm ready for the rematch, but I don't think so. He needs a rematch. I think he beat this guy very clearly, because he landed the power punches, the best punches. You see the fight in the other side, Ve la pelea de otro lado, que hubiera sido Brian Vera y me hubiera lastimado, que le hubiera hecho eso a mí. ¿Qué hubiera pasado?
Well, what happened if you see it the opposite side? That if I was Brian Vera and he would have hurt me, but my name, is what would have happened? A lot of people would say, no. If Vera hurt him in the opposite, the way that Julio hurt Vera, a lot of people will give the fight to Vera.
¿Te molesta que la gente piensa?
No, para nada. Yo creo que la gente respeto la opinión de cada quien, pero definitivamente creo que la gente quería el knockout. Esa fue la razón.
It bothers you, and he says no. Doesn't bother me. Honestly, people can say whatever they want. They wanted to see a knockout, and that's probably the reason why it's the controversy.
Julio, congratulations on the win. It was a very entertaining fight. Who would you want next?
I don't know, now I see my hand. I can fight in December, maybe. I don't know my next opponent, but I'm ready for whatever happen.
Una última, Julio, ¿te afectó la inactividad de Magnus?
Creo que un poco, pero no me sentí mal, la verdad. Simplemente fue mi mano derecha, la verdad que no lo puedo noquear con mi mano derecha, pero si no hubiera sido por mi mano derecha, lo hubiera noqueado.
The question is that inactivity affect you. Yes, a little bit, but I don't think that was the real problem. My right hand was the real problem because I hurt my hand in the fourth round.
How was it not having
Next question.
Alex Ariza or Freddie Roach in his camp, and did it affect him negatively?
Que si te afectó negativamente.
I don't think so, I don't think so. I think Freddie Roach is a great trainer.